What's good, YouTube? Quasar here. Today I'm going to be bringing you my Six Samurai Odin deck. Now you might be wondering, how does Six Sams work with Odin? Well, let me show you. First, I play 3 copies of Valkyrie. She's your main tuner that gets you into Odin. 3 copies of Elder. You want to be seeing him often. He is able to be special summoned when your opponent controls a monster and you don't. 3 copies of Grandmaster. So essentially, if you open these 3, you have Odin. Your opponent has to have a monster on the field. What you do is you would special summon Elder. Because you control a 6 Sam, you can then special Grandmaster. And then once you normal summon, you can just instantly sync into Odin. Moving on, 2 copies of Kizan. Great level 4 that can just special summon itself if you control another 6 Sam. 1 Anishi, 1 Zanji. These are cards for monster removal. Zanji's really good if you want to crash into a monster that's stronger. If you control another 6 Sam, you can just use its effect and destroy another 6 Samurai you control. And then with Anishi, you just banish 2 6 Sams from your grave and it's like a compulse. Also, if you control like 2 other level 4s, you can just instantly go with Valkyrie, sync into Odin again. 2 copies of Kageki. Kageki just allows you to special summon another level 4 lower 6 Sam from your hand. And Kagemusha, so like if you open up these 2, you have instantly Shien. That's it for the 6 Sam engine. You also play 2 copies of Maxi because with 6 Sams your hand often diminishes and you want to keep a healthy hand by playing Maxi and drawing into the cards that you need. Rhoda's now at 1, so I'm just playing 1 copy. I'm also playing 3 copies of Shien Smoke Signal. I was playing it vice versa until November 9th. Two copies of Six Samurai United. Again, just for drawing, keeping your hand healthy. 2 copies of Asceticism, or however you say it, but this card is actually amazing because it gets you into all the other cards that you would need. So essentially, if you would have Kagemusha on the field, you can just activate it and grab Elder and then sync into your Shien, or like vice versa if you had him. Like another really great thing you can do with Asceticism, if you were to control 2 or more other 6 Sams along with Kizan, his effect would allow it to be a 2100 instead of 18. So then you would be able to target Grandmaster and special summon Grandmaster. So those are some really good combos that you can go off. Playing 2 copies of Instant Fusion. Just to bring out Norden. If you have Instant Fusion and a material engrave along with Valkyrie in your hand, you activate Instant Fusion, bring back 2 level 4s, summon Valkyrie, and then again you have Odin. 1 copy of Regeki and 1 Book of Moon to round up the spell lineups. I'm not playing MST or any back row removal really because Odin is unaffected by spell and traps and Shien is able to negate them, so this deck does not fear back row. I'm playing 3 copies of Gleipnir. This card would be so much better if it was a spell, but It is what it is. It just gets you Valkyrie as soon as possible. I mean, this is an Odin deck, so you want to be getting to Valkyrie and getting into Odin as soon as possible. 2 copies of Breakthrough Skill. Your opponents their monsters are going to be the main problem you see with this deck, so you want to be able to nullify the monster's effects. 1 copy of Odin's Eye. I actually find this to be extremely useful because on your opponent's standby phase you get to see what they drew, get to see all the cards in their hand, and all cards that are face down, so it can prepare you for what they're going to be trying to set up. Lastly, 1 copy of Mirror Force, 1 copy of Grand Horn of Heaven, and 1 Solemn Warning, just to round up the rest of the main deck. These are just your basic monster removal cards. So that's it for the main deck. Moving on to the extra. I play 3 copies of Odin. Again, he's your main monster. You want to be getting into him as soon as possible. 4,000 attack. During your turn, you can make him unaffected by spell and traps. If he's also destroyed, you can banish your Valkyrie, special summon him, and draw a card. So you want to be bringing him out as soon as possible. I also play 1 copy of Leo because going into level 10s is really easy and he's just another option. I play 2 copies of Xian. Xian's actually now at 3, but I feel 2 is all you need. If you have 2 of them out on the field, that's 2 negations per turn. 1 Colossal Fighter. With enough material in the grave, he can get up to like 4,000 attack and just get over pretty much anything. And even if he does die, you can just bring him back through his effect. Clear Wing, another good staple, level 7 synchro. And lastly, for synchros, I play 1 Naturia Beast and 1 Barkion, just for other ways to negate spell and traps. Moving on to the XZs, I play 1 copy of 101, 1 copy of Castell, and 1 Gagaga. Those are just your basic staple rank 4s. And lastly, for extra, I play 2 copies of Norden. His effect's really good to just either go into your XZs or use him to bring back another material and synchro into Odin. So that's it. That is my 6 Sam Odin deck. I hope you guys liked it. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.